My name is Andrea with Foodamentary Adventures in Food. In my household, there's me, my husband, and our adorable 2-year-old little boy. On our channel, you'll find simple and tasty dinners using everyday ingredients.
So Howard is outside grilling our chicken for tonight, and I am working on our sides. I am gonna try something new with cabbage. Normally when I make cabbage, I make fried cabbage in a skillet with bacon, but tonight I am making called Cabbage Steaks. And so I had a small head of cabbage and I just sliced it across, as you can see, probably about an inch thick or so. And I have a baking sheet that I sprayed with cooking spray. And now what I am doing is just sprinkling this seasoning on top of the cabbage. And by the way, I did, as you can see, I sprayed the cabbage with some more, I said cooking spray, but it's really like a grapeseed oil. That's what I'm using. And then I am just going to bake this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes. I think I'll turn it over and do the other side too.
Okay, so here is dinner. Here is the chicken. It is a boneless, skinless chicken breast that I marinated with this. I really like it. It used to be called Bibigo and now it's CJ Foods, but it's the same thing. They have a chicken and pork marinade. They also have one for beef. And then I also made a side of macaroni and cheese. I picked this up on a recent HEB haul and I'll link it in the description box. And then here is the cabbage steak. So this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see y'all next time. So for dinner tonight, we are having this rising crust pizza from HEB. This is our first time having it. I picked this up on a recent HEB haul. Never had it before. This is what it looks like. But you get, let's see, it's meat trio, and you have Italian sausage, uncured pepperoni, and ground beef. So quick and easy dinner tonight, and we will see y'all next time. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, and Howard is grilling his famous Korean short ribs. Also got a few hot dogs on there. I had some in the freezer. We needed to use them up, so he's grilling these up so that we can have these for lunch during the week. As you can see, it's so pretty. How hot is it out here?
I'm not sure, in the 80s.
It's in the 80s, so it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so here is everything all plated up. I used the same Korean marinade that I used the other day on the chicken. And then we're eating the leftover cabbage steak, but it's been chopped up a little bit. And then we're also having some fried rice. This is the fried rice that I like a lot, Bibigo. And you can microwave it or pan fry it, and I always pan fry it. And it comes with peas. But y'all know how I feel about peas. I always take them out before I cook the rice. So this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see y'all next time. So for dinner tonight, our meal is coming from HEB. I went and did a grocery haul from there, and you'll see that on Thursday. But I wanted to try their meal simple line, and they had a special going on, buy 2 get 1 free. So I popped in the oven this basil pesto shrimp, and here it is right here. Howard and I thought it was okay. It's not something that I would need to buy again. By the way, these are single serving containers, and Howard and I are just gonna split these. But we just thought this was okay, nothing special. I probably would not buy it again. It does come in this metal container, and you're supposed to cook it in the oven, which I did, for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And then this other one that I picked up is shrimp with white cheddar and macaroni and cheese. And we both like this one. It is very, very tasty. And then the third meal simple entree that I got was this kale salad. Let me try to find the front of it for you. Here it is, savory kale salad. And there is Parmesan cheese in there, lemon juice, and I'm not sure what else. I like it. Howard is not a big fan of it. So anyway, this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see y'all next time. So I wanted to show you all what we are having for lunch today because it's a little bit different. This is the Tex-Mex queso with brisket that I picked up from HEB on a recent haul, and I actually got this for free. So you can either cook this on the grill or pop it in the oven, and I'm going to pop it in the oven. Comes in the same type of metal tray that we had with those Meal Simples earlier this week. And then to this, you were supposed to add either a half a cup of milk or a half a cup of beer, and I am going to add milk to it. But I just wanted to show you what was in the tray before I cooked everything up. So cheese, pico, and then some brisket. Okay, so here's the dip, and Howard and I both tried it, and it is actually pretty good. I told you that I got this for free. I think it's good enough to where I would buy it next time. And this container was about $10. It is very tasty though. And then while the dip was in the oven, I popped these tortilla chips in the oven as well to get them nice and crispy and warm. So this is what we are having for lunch today, and I will see y'all at dinner.
So I am trying out a new recipe for dinner tonight. It is called broccoli cheese casserole. I had to make some modifications based on what I have, and I'll let you know what they are as I go along. And of course, I'll make sure to leave the recipe in the description box. But I have a 9x13 pan here, and what I'm doing is just putting in my cream of chicken soup into the bottom of the casserole dish. And then I'm going to add in my chicken stock, and I'm actually using this bouillon. It's a low sodium bouillon. I'm gonna put it in, and then I'm gonna whisk everything together. Now I'm adding in 2 packages of the cheddar broccoli sides. It actually calls for 1 package of the broccoli cheddar and 1 package of chicken, but I don't have chicken, I just have broccoli cheddar, so that is what I'm going to use. And then once you pour it in, you're supposed to give it another good stir. Now I'm gonna take my broccoli and sprinkle it on top. The recipe actually calls for frozen broccoli, but I had fresh in my fridge that needed to be used, and that's what I'm using. So I took about a head of broccoli florets, and then I just chopped them up. And now I'm gonna take my chicken tenders that I seasoned with this buttery poultry blend, and I'm just gonna lay my tenders right on top of that broccoli. Next, I'm gonna take my cheese and sprinkle it on top, and then I'm going to cover it tightly with foil. And then it says bake it for about 45 minutes. I'll probably take the foil off and bake it for an additional 15 minutes just to make sure that cheese is nice and gooey and that chicken is done. The recipe calls for a Mexican blend of cheddar cheese, but again, I'm just using what I have, and I think this is sharp cheddar cheese. I already had it in my fridge and I needed to use it up.
Okay, so here's our plate. So I did end up baking this for 45 minutes covered, and then I uncovered it and baked it for about another 25 minutes. The reason I baked it so long is because there was still liquid in the pan, and it seemed like it wouldn't absorb. I think next time that I make it, I would probably add half water, half broth, even though I did use a low sodium broth because I thought it was kind of salty. I think it's kind of salty. And I would probably, I don't know if I just said this, but I would use less liquid because I don't really like when my rice gets overcooked and kind of puffy, which is kind of how I feel like this rice is. I would try it again and make some modifications. So with it, I'm just serving some garlic breadsticks from HEB. So this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see y'all next time.